Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, good. Thanks.
Back on the west coast of Ireland, in Tralee, Ireland, at the Tralee Golf Links for the 30th playing of the Arnold Palmer Cup. Justin Kutcher alongside Trip Eisenhower here. And if you were not with us this morning at 5 a.m., well, you missed some exciting golf as we get you a little sample of what you missed. And this was maybe the shot of the day. Amelie Beauchateau needing to make this putt to have any chance of extending the match. And Trip, she nails it.
Impossible putt to read, and she did it exactly what she needed to do, putting the pressure on the international side. But we saw this time and time again this morning. Topper putts on top of another birdie.
Laura Vilos able to make that putt to close out that match. How about in match number 5? Watch this by the reigning ANWA champion.
Maria Jose Marin, and they're right there. Their match is over, right? But Jasmine Koo says, no, no, no. And remember, she holed another birdie on top of another birdie a couple of holes prior. They keep playing and really scrap it out.
And they would get a half a point, which was monstrous for the Americans. Now, this match, the internationals led 4 with 5 to go. It went to the final hole, and this shot by Nguyen An Minh was just sensational.
It was, and then, of course, this had to go in. And a good effort right there, but that match would be a win for the internationals.
And the penultimate match of the day, this is Niall Shields-Donegan playing the second, and a beautiful
downwind, no green to work with. Excellent job there, but Herondine says, I got this. And it was neck and neck all morning long.
Herondine and Pope were able to close him out, and the score after 2 sessions, the internationals 12.5, the Americans 11.5, as we get set for the afternoon. Golf Channel welcomes you to the 30th playing of the Arnold Palmer Cup. Proudly supported by Rolex. Well, the Trolley Golf Links, the first golf course in Europe designed by the King, Arnold Palmer. The weather today, this afternoon, 66 degrees, cloudy skies, but no signs of precipitation as of right now. There are people in the water. Tripp, I don't think you or I would be in that water. 66 degrees outside. The water's even colder, but you know what? To each their own. Happy July 4th. Stateside, they are some brave souls, but they're out here right now to watch some of the best golfers in the country. Arnold Palmer and best golfers in the world. The internationals against the Americans, the best collegiate golfers. And we are in day 2, afternoon, which means it is mixed foursomes. The men and the women playing together, alternate shot. This is one of the best formats you will ever see. So with that, we're going to say hello once again. Justin Kutcher alongside Tripp Eisenhower. And Tripp, this is the second session that we're seeing teams play together, pairings. We saw 4-ball yesterday. Today, we're going to see foursomes. And we're going to see alternate shots. So all of a sudden, this is going to be very interesting. What I find to be the most interesting is that the international team changed 7 of their teams. Exactly. The Americans changed just 3.
Yeah, 2 completely different strategies. Now, what works, we're going to find out, because we do have 2 exactly opposite strategies. One said, you know, maybe these players work together in the 4 balls. That's the international. They may not fit this way for the foursomes. I think the American team loved what they are doing, so why not just rinse and repeat? That's what they've done, only changing 3 of their teams. Again, we'll find out at the end. But either way, this is the most exciting of team golf. This is the most volatile format. This is the format that gives the most up and down changes as far as leaderboards going back and forth. And it puts the most pressure on both competitors. And this is unique in all of team golf. Men and women playing together in a team competition, match play. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, this should be a fantastic afternoon as we go out to the 13th.
Oh, and that came up short downwind there at 13.
Cayetana Fernandez, Garcia Puello in that first match playing with Harry Takis. These 2 teamed up in the opener, and they won that opening match of the entire Palmer Cup.
Yeah, but Takis has such a good short game. Should not be a problem for him. And they're 3 up right now. They're clearly in command of this match.
Kylie Chong.
It's interesting that the ladies are teeing off on the odd holes. So 3 of the 4 par 3s are going to be hit by the ladies today. You know, all of these things go into your strategy. You're factoring in, you know, what kind of iron player you want hitting these shots. With the new age of stats, you can really dial in, and we see it in Ryder Cups. It's like who plays the best from this area, who plays the best from here, and you know, going back and forth. In this one, you have to choose which male. You know, the males are going to hit on the even holes, and the ladies are going to hit on the odd.
Kylie Chong is 0-1 so far.
Yeah, well, this is a chance right here.
Doesn't like it.
Yeah, it's tough to keep it by this hole, and oh, that is just. They're coming up woefully short. Looks like the wind might have died a little bit, because it was blowing quite strong downwind earlier today.
Again, the Americans down 3 through 12 in that opening match. As we start this afternoon, it's a 1-point lead for the internationals. And this is how the matches look as of right now. On that first page, the first 6 matches, 4 of them in favor of the internationals. As you flip the page, though, the script is flipped.
It seems like when you have one match, that goes one way up, like the the Takis match where they're 3 up. Well, now you have Lee and Williams that are 4 up. And in fact, they were as much as 5 up. So they ended up losing the 17th hole, or excuse me, the 16th hole to go back to just 4 up. But they've been in command of that match.
Going to be very interesting to see and follow how these teams play for the second time, with again the Americans changing 3, the internationals changing 7.
Yeah, this is the 5th hole, 425 yards. Today the wind will be out of the right and down on this tee shot. And these bunkers out here, this 273 over that far right one, and it's 280 to the one on the left, like running through there. You want to get it as close to the right bunkers as you can. And then today's hole locations over on the left-hand portion of this green. You really don't want to miss it left, and the wind is pushing that ball right to left on your approach shot. So you got to watch missing this ball short-sided left.
This is the match of Macy Pate and Willie Walsh against Martin Sampedro and Zach Swanwick.
Sorry, into out of the left is the wind.
Olin Brown Jr. is with this group, and it looks like Zach Swanwick is trying to figure out his approach and what he wants to do out of this fescue.
Hey guys, yeah, tee shot was fanned a little bit, got caught up in the wind, ended up in that longer stuff. You know, these lies are 50-50. We've seen some shots come out nicely, and we've seen some worm burners come out of these tougher lies. So he looks like he's got something with loft. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to hack it on, maybe chase it up on the front of the screen.
And this is a match where both teams did play with each other on Friday. Seems to have got it clean.
That one came out a little hot, guys.
Okay.
Caught a little flyer.
Test the short game out.
How's it gone, John? Thank you. Huh?
All right, now Willie Walsh from the fairway.
This is well struck right at it, guys.
After a great tee shot by Mason.
Chance to get back to even par here for the U.S. side.
They've been down most of the beginning of this round. They made a nice, Willie made a nice up and down on the last hole. So they're fighting their way back in this match, guys.
They really are. They were down 2. They won the last, and now a chance to potentially win 2 in a row to get back to all square. Up to 13. This is the first match, and this is Harry Takis playing his second.
He thought the wind was going to keep pushing that, and it just didn't. They're not getting the effect off the tee or the second shot that they're expecting.
So we'll see if Kihei Aquino will learn anything from that.
Yeah. And again, a much better lie than what Takis had.
Kihei Aquino 1-1-0 so far.
This is the Phil Mickelson Freshman of the Year award.
This looks pretty good.
Well, he didn't get fooled by the wind.
Well done. So now he puts the pressure on against Fernandez Garcia Poillo to make the putt. Otherwise, the U.S. will get one back and be 2 down through 13.
Yeah, you got to chip away at that 3. Get that 3 off the board. 2 is you feel like you can get back from 2. 3, just the difference between 2 and 3 down is just huge as far as your mental attitude.
Cayetana Fernandez Garcia Poillo, 21 years old, out of Madrid. She's 2-0-0 so far. These two played together yesterday, and Harry said, you know, we kind of ham and egged it. She carried the weight, He just chipped in when he could. Right now, a big putt.
Putt that should move to the left. Right in the middle. Very nice.
Well done.
Relentless.
There's a reason why she's 2-0-0 so far. This was a moment ago. Martin San Pedro.
Nope, that's going to come back. That's going to be right back down there. Won't go all the way down, but that's big right there for the Americans.
Yeah, for the Americans to even up this match. Now back at 13.
Well, to avoid going 4 down.
This is all but a formality, it looks like. It's just 2.5 feet.
But it's, you know, inside left edge putt. You got to pay attention to it. Back into the wind. And she does.
If you're playing your afternoon game with your friends, that's probably good.
Oh, yeah. I'm giving that to you, Justin.
Thank you. Now Takis playing his now 4th. Swanwick, excuse me, I apologize. Swanwick with the 4th.
And that's a must make with the U.S. up there for a likely 2-putt win. Well, a 2-putt does win, but their likely will 2-putt is what I meant to say.
Macy Pate, who's been so good, will have this. Just a 2-putt to win and to even this match with 4 holes to play.
Doesn't need it to go in, but be nice to see one go in. And there's a win. Back to even for this match.
Macy Pate and Willie Walsh playing together again. Willie Walsh, he's 2-0-0 so far. He and Macy combined for a victory yesterday. Couple of big leads. 1 for the internationals and 2 for the Americans. in Tralee, Ireland. This 30th playing of the Arnold Palmer Cup, the northern edge of the Dingle Peninsula. You've got nature. You want some milk? Go for it. Kind of look like my dog.
Irish butter. Irish butter is delicious.
When we first rescued my dog, I'm walking her, and she's spotted like a cow. And a little kid in a stroller goes, moo, moo.
Perfect.
Don't forget, tomorrow, the Arnold Palmer Cup wraps up singles beginning at 5 a.m. 24 matches. That will decide the 2026 Arnold Palmer Cup. And you can watch it on the Golf Channel app. You can watch it on YouTube.
That is simply breathtaking.
Really is.
I'm jealous. Wish I was playing.
All right, up ahead to the 14th. This is the first match of the afternoon, and the international team is leading 3 up with 5 to play.
And the men hit the tee shot, so they can get these balls pretty close to the green here at 14. And these ladies are going to have pitching opportunities. Looks like one bunker opportunity and one a pitch. See which team can get it up and down. Of course, huge advantage to the internationals.
Kylie Chong, second team All-American this past year for the University of Southern California Trojans.
Boy, and she and her partner Koo this morning, just what a gutsy pullout that was to get a half a point after being 2 down with 3 to play. They did a really, really good job this morning. She'd like to have that kind of comeback here. She didn't catch it like she wanted. You could tell just enough little chunkiness that didn't quite get the way she wanted, but that's fine.
Yep.
That's going to leave a makeable putt for her partner. But that's one you with that kind of lie, you're looking to make it or have it, have a good chance. And now
here's Fernandez Garcia Poillo, I believe, in that bunker.
Oh yeah. So good lie. This is not a hard bunker shot as long as she's away from the lip. These bunkers are really steep faces, like a lot of these bunkers that you see over in this part of the world. And well, that's textbook. And that right there could possibly get them 4 up.
The Spaniard plays at Texas A&M. She is balling out so far this week.
Yeah. That is a formidable team right there. Reason why they're out first.
Right now, you got to think for Kihei Akina, got to make it.
Oh, yeah, this is absolute. I mean, 3 down's bad enough with 5 to play, but 4 down with 4 to play is almost insurmountable, especially when you're up against a team that they're playing. I think one of the best, players in the men's college game. Takis is just so talented. First team All-American at University of San Diego or San Diego State.
This man right here, Kihei Akina, also very, very talented. First team All-American as a freshman, was the National Freshman of the Year at BYU. Tied for 16th at the Puerto Rico Open this year.
Yeah. Phil Mickelson, freshman of the year. Pretty straight putt, though. Not much in it. Don't have to factor the wind too much on this one. Yes. Very well done.
Nice stage, Steve.
Over at the 6th. That was Martin Sampedro. Look at this shot. Well, Olin, what happened for the Americans?
Well, both teams missed this fairway, which I'm not sure either side was trying to hit the fairway. It's a pretty narrow spot that they were driving it into with lots of mounting, so I think they were just sending it up here as far as they could and, you know, roll the dice a little bit with the lie. The American team hit it through the fairway. Had a fairly good lie. I'm not sure why Macy came up so short. I think she maybe was playing for a bit of a flyer. The international team definitely had what appeared to be the worse lie and angle, but judged the flyer a little bit better.
Oh, and it looks like the wind may be down a little bit from what it was this morning. Is that the case?
It's mellowed out a lot, guys, since this morning, and especially on this side, we're a little bit protected where this green is. But it seems to be getting quieter and quieter as the day goes.
So after that beautiful shot by Martin Sampedro, the birdie was conceded, and now Willie Walsh has to make it to keep this match even with 3 to go. Willie Walsh out of San Mateo, California, plays at Pepperdine. He tied for 10th at this year's NCAA championship. As people like to say, the next one's good.
Yeah. And that's not going to keep breaking.
Under most circumstances, you'd say good putt.
Very good putt. And it was a good putt, but it had to go in the hole to do anything. Now they're 1 down, and it looks like match 1 and 2. Momentum stays with the international side.
Matches 1 and 2 in favor of the internationals. Match 3 right now, it's in favor of the Americans as they're 1 up through 12. And then you have a couple of leads for the internationals before the Americans have a couple of big leads in matches 7 and 8. The internationals lead right now by 1. All right, so right now, as you take a look at the scores on the golf course, the first two matches right now in favor of the internationals. Jasmine Koo, Josiah Gilbert, Lauren Kim, Connor Graham now tied with 5 to play. Out to the 7th for match number 2. And this will be Martine San Pedro on the tee.
Yeah, guys, she has 126 yards. Wind is whipping left to right. Remember I said the wind was calming down. We were just in a little protected area. We are fully exposed here.
The reigning ACC Player of the Year out of Stanford.
Very nice. Saw a lot of really quality shots into this whole location this morning.
Up at 15, Harry Takis getting ready to play the second.
Now remember, this is a hole where the guys were driving it up around the green yesterday, so Takis hasn't hit a shot from back here yet. So probably in practice rounds, but you never know if the wind was different and what the conditions were when they were playing practice rounds.
We heard earlier today that they played a practice round where the winds were gusting at 37 miles per hour this week.
Oh, that's right.
It's a good miss.
Yeah.
Flip sides back to the 7th. Macy Pate trying to figure out what club does she want to hit with this wind.
With these crosswinds, guys, it gets a little weird trying to figure out exactly how much help or hurt. It is basically 90 degrees across the players. So just judging what type of shot you're going to hit, whether you're going to try and hold it up against it or ride the wind, you know, can change your club selection by half a club to a club.
Macy Pate didn't go far from home for college, from Winston-Salem at Wake Forest.
And why not Wake? Such a good program. They've turned out so many great players the last couple of years. Jennifer Kupcho and a number of others.
It's a good looking shot.
Thinking the wind to move it and just didn't quite move it, and that's going to feed off the front. I think she hit it the way she wanted, but got fooled by that wind that Olin was talking about. And well, this is a
now at 15, Kihei Akina.
cannot see anything up there, cannot see the flag, anything. And those two trade-off shots, but the U.S. doesn't need that at this point. 3 down with 4 to play.
3 down with 4 to play in the first match, 1 down with 3 to play in the second match. A 1-point lead right now for the internationals as the afternoon session is underway. And look at all that. Matches leading and matches tied. 4 is a lucky number. Welcome back to the 30th playing of the Arnold Palmer Cup, proudly supported by Rolex. Justin Kutcher, Trip Eisenhower with you in the booth. Olin Brown Jr. on the grounds. We have some of the best collegiate players in the world, and over at 15, this is the putt by Fernandez Garcia Poillo.
That one ran by a good bit, so it's not a gimme there for. She says, my bad. There's no my bad. There's no I'm sorry. You establish that before you play.
Yeah, but it's just human nature.
I know, but you look. Harry's got this. Relax.
So what you're saying is when Cayetana hits that, as opposed to saying my bad, she just says, oh, I left it right where you wanted it, right?
Deal with it.
Now Kylie Chong.
Well, I mean, you sense an opening, but don't get too aggressive here. Again, cautiously aggressive. 4's not likely to win the hole, but a 3 certainly
Settle
does.
down.
Then see, and she did it too. Even worse. Now that massive mistake.
First look at the third match of the day. This is Connor Graham for the Internationals, a par putt for the win. And yes, Connor Graham,
Yeah,
teaming up with Lauren Kim. These two are pretty good together.
yeah, they played well together in round number 1. Kim's actually 2-0 so far, and Graham is 1-1.
So now those two go up 1 with 4 holes to play. And in that first match, Kihei Akina has a putt that he's going to have to make.
And oh man, he used all of it. He used all of it, but now pressure fully back on. Even though they're 3 up, you just don't want to give anything here when you're Harry Takis.
Takis 1-1-0 so far. The Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. Had a scoring average of 69.23.
Anything, if you're sub 70, that's elite.
This would allow his team to be dormant.
Look at that. He was walking early. That's a confident young man right there. Now they're 3 up, 3 to play. They're assured a half a point.
You don't have many earlier walks than that. At the 7th, that putt was Swanwick. He had that putt to close it out, to win the hole.
Well, and to go 2 up with 2 to play, but they still have that opportunity to beat 2 up with 2 to play. If Pate can't make this one. That's what you want to hear. Your partner say, yep, that's exactly what I saw. He got a little too greedy on that first one and left her a length win. Important to stay just 1 down. You can
Don't you dare say I'm sorry.
No, don't. Of course not. But put a good stroke on it.
Yeah,
right over that
she
spot.
did.
That's huge right there.
Great putt.
Yeah, she knows it. She's like, I got you. And again, at times, it just doesn't seem like the wind is as ferocious as it was this morning on a consistent basis. And the flag looks like it's not even blowing down there. I mean, it's still there, but it's just not near the factor that it has been.
Yeah, Takis just trying to get one last glimpse of what the wind is doing. They've guaranteed themselves a half a point.
179 yards for the men today on this par 3, the only par 3 that they will play or hit the tee shot on, I should say. He does not like it. It's going to be short and right, probably. Yeah, short and right of where he wanted it, but still acceptable.
Especially in the position they're in.
Correct. They're 3 up with 3 to play. They hit the green. Now the pressure's on Aquina here. He's got to step up and hit one. He's got to push probably a little more aggressive than he would want to be, but his hand's being forced. Going to have to make 2 birdies and an eagle probably to get a half a point out of this.
This young man won the 2025 Utah Open. He was the youngest player to win that Open in 91 years.
He doesn't seem to like it either. That's why. Well, the hill just got steeper.
The first match once again in the team competition, the mixed team competition. It looks like it's going to go the Internationals' way with that combination of Fernandez, Garcia, Poillo, and Takis trying to make that point total 13.5. Could be there momentarily. At the 8th, second shot here for Macy Payton, match number 2. Americans down 1 with 2 to play.
That's going to get a little bit better. Now that's San Pedro's second shot as well. And this match, well, it's only one up for the international, so maybe slight advantage here. Back to the U.S.
Certainly an opportunity here for the U.S.
Yep.
One of the prettiest parts of this golf course, this 8th hole.
Well, yeah, the 8th, the 9th, the 16, 17, 18T. All right. It's just, the whole golf course is beautiful, but especially these ones out by the water are just.
When the green looks like an infinity pool.
Yeah. And when you say green in Ireland, it has a special meaning, doesn't it?
No doubt. The internationals will be first to play Zach Swanwick.
And big that he, you know, gets it, have a chance, sure, but secure the 4, make sure that they know that, and maybe they try to get a little too aggressive on their putt and, you know, end up 3-putting. That is one of those things where when you're the team with the cards in your hand, you got to, you know, make the other team, try to force the other team to do things and make mistakes. And the way you do that is by you not making the mistakes. Because it's up that slope that the U.S. is putting. It'd be pretty easy to get aggressive and, you know, run that about 3.5, 4 feet by, and then have a misstep from there, and then the match is over.
Swanwick took his time trying to read this putt. Did a really nice job with the read. There is a slight opening right now for the Americans. Willie Walsh, who's 2-0-0. A made putt here. Momentum would be shifting to the Americans going to the final hole.
Absolutely. You get this momentum late in this, and you're going up to a par 5. Downwind par 5 too. Oh, it just didn't break.
It's great speed. It's a good putt by Walsh. That putt will be conceded, but the Americans will make Martin San Pedro make this, and you have to at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, 4.5 feet down the hill. It's a tester for sure.
San Pedro, a past U.S. women's amateur champion.
Oh, no.
Oh, how about that?
Just carried a lot of speed and didn't hit the middle of the hole, and boom. All tied going to the last.
Final hole.
Wow, door open for this U.S. team.
A mistake you don't see very often from Martin Sampedro. Kihei Akina needs to make this par putt.
Yeah, I saw him miss the green to the right, and that doesn't go in. We're shaking hands. And 13.5 points now for the Internationals.
First points of the afternoon go to the Internationals. A 4-2 victory for the tough tandem of Cayetana Fernandez Garcia Poillo and Harry Takis. So those 4 players can now take a bit of a breather. They can cheer on their teammates because their day is done. It got started early this morning. They're done, and now they're cheerleaders as the Internationals lead by 2 points here in the afternoon of day number 2. After match number 1 went the way of the Internationals, match number 2 is going to the final hole. They began on the 10th, so they're going to play the 9th, a par 5 of Macy Pate, Willie Walsh for Team USA against Martin Sampedro and Zach Swanwick for the Internationals. Willie Walsh, he's 2-0-0. Now match 3. Connor Graham on the tee.
And they're now 2 up. And that's not what you want to do when you're 2 up. You want to put that ball somewhere where your partner grabs a putter. Door open for the Americans, and they need to walk through it right here.
Josiah Gilbert, 1-0-1.
And again, wind not near the factor it was earlier. Looked like he saved that, got a little late with it, and he did. And boy, oh boy, that's exactly what you need to do.
That'll give Jasmine Koo a good look at birdie to try to get 1 back, be 1 down with 2 to go.
You do not want her having pressure putts if you're the international team. She has been nails.
It's fun to watch.
It is.
It's fun to watch all these players and how they deal with pressure and what they do and how they've responded. I mean, you think about what we've seen so far from Cayetana Fernandez Garcia Poillo. She's now 3-0-0.
Yeah. Again, you go 4-0 in this. You know, that's as good as you can do. The other great thing about the Palmer Cup is every player plays every match. You know, and some of the team events that the players get to sit out. I love the fact that everybody plays every match.
And it also helps that you have 2 on this day 2. You have 2 formats where you're playing alternate shots, so you're not having to play as much.
No.
Lauren Kim, second at 16 in match number 3 after the tee shot by Connor Graham.
And just get it up there about like that, where, you know, nice makeable par putt. But again, Jasmine Koo Remember the putt she made here this morning. Instrumental in getting that team her back from being in an absolutely similar position, right?
This would get them.
They were 2 down here.
Yep, they would get that back to 1 down with 2 to go.
And 117 and. Let's see if she can call up the reserves one more time.
This is a putt that you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like it's a bit uphill. It's the break you want as a righty.
Right to left a little bit. And you would want this woman putting it. She missed it badly. Boy, she never even got it close to being out there far enough. That's unlike her.
Take a look at the match number 5. Jacob Molesky. He and Bailey Shoemaker are 1 up.
And they did not play together, so this is one of the American teams that did not play together in the first one. And Molesky's 0-2, so trying to get on the board.
Connor Graham now a chance
to assure a half a point.
Yep. They conceded that par putt for the Americans. Two up with 2 to play, guaranteed at least a half a point. The Internationals leading by 2 at the moment. Milan Potgeider playing with Veronika Kedrinova at the 15th.
And they're 1 down, so they need to answer, and he does. Very nice. They actually get to putt first, too. You know, similar putt, so they need that to get back in this, being 1 down.
Here in the afternoon, the Internationals off to a good start as they now lead by 2 points. at the 9th. Second shot for Zach Swanwick.
That hole right over there on that front right. What a shot. Wow, that is going to stay. No. Such a small area over there to keep it on the green. That's why I was so impressed with that line. But now we've seen players putt that. We've seen players pitch that and have some trouble with it. So now this is Walsh in great shape.
Opportunity right here with this.
Got to be right of the hole. Got to be right of the hole. They can get it over there. Oh, no, not there. Looked like he might have hit it a little fat. Now that is going to be trouble.
No, no.
All right. This is match number 5 at the 15th. Kedronyova for birdie just comes up short.
She's looking for her first point so far.
Now Bailey Shoemaker. A chance to go 2 up here with 3 to play. Oh, man, Bailey Shoemaker.
Wow.
I can't believe how much she just missed that putt by.
That's just a misread. Yeah.
Macy Pate out of the thick stuff at the 9th now for the 3rd.
We have seen every now and then a good lie over there, and that is well done from there. Not the easiest putt, but it is doable.
Let's not forget, tomorrow we've got the singles matches, 24 of them, beginning at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. That you can find on the Golf Channel app and on YouTube. And now at 9.
Yeah, the putter in hand.
San Pedro, can she get enough on it?
We haven't seen anybody get it even close there.
I'm just shocked we haven't seen somebody take a hybrid or a fairway metal.
Or even, I mean, a gap wedge and hit it, slam it into that hill there and let it trickle forward.
Trip,
It's
I
back
was
into
thinking
the
like a 7-iron or an 8-iron, something
Yeah,
like that, like a bump and run, something scooting up these steep false edges.
I mean, don't you think, Olin, with that putter, it's too many opportunities for that slow part of that first part of it to just kill it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and on the ground, you can see the grass is actually growing into the players too, which makes it challenging.
Willie Walsh, if he can make this
Willie's
putt.
got about 20 feet here, breaking left to right, downhill, back into the wind.
Looks to have it out there far enough. Oh, what a good putt. That'll be conceded now. Do we get a half point or do we get a full point?
Zach Swanwick has this putt to win this match for a full point.
This guy's been clutch too in match play situations, so.
And guys, I'm looking at his putt. I mean, I don't see a lot in this. It's almost getting to the part of the green where the contours of the green work against the general grade of the green from back to front. So I see this not moving very much, back into the wind, uphill. A putt that you could be aggressive with and give a good run, I think.
Now, he doesn't want to be too aggressive.
No, because you don't want to make us. I mean, you want to give it a look, but again, a concession after, because get the half point, run it 3-4 feet by, and now she's going to be putting to keep a half point.
After we just saw San Pedro miss a putt
Correct.
from, let's say, 4.5 feet. Gusting.
Always good. If you're never sure, if you have any doubts, you've got to get away and start over. Clear everything out. I don't know about that being a.
They are going to concede it. Yeah.
Wow, that one there. I don't know about that. After her missing that one on the 8th, I would have liked to have seen that one.
A half a point for each team. Still a 2-point lead for the Internationals, 14-12. This was a moment ago at the 16th. And match number 5, Jacob Waleski. Oh, yes.
How about that? And they're 1 up in this match. That puts a lot of pressure.
Milan Potgeider. He'll get ready. Well, he gets ready.
It's the 14th. And that was Bennett to win the hole, so that'll be a halved hole. And the U.S. remains 2 up in that one.
Now Potgeider.
Well, he's posing on it. I don't know why.
Good opportunity right now for the Americans to potentially take a 2-up lead with 2 holes to play.
And anytime you can get an assured half point, that is awesome.
Match number 4. On the 6th hole. This is the 7th hole of par 3.
And for the ladies playing 126 today. Wind has been left to right primarily. And again, it seems like in some parts of the golf course, the wind's really, pumping up. And here it looks.
How about the long grass, though? You can see the long grass blowing.
It's blowing, but not near like it was a couple of hours ago. Look, a calm day in Ireland's 10 to 12 miles an hour.
Yeah,
That's
true.
That's calm. Got to go just a little bit. Does it stay there? No. Got to get it over that false front.
It's a 2-up lead right now for Marine and Cannon over Romero and Cowan.
Well, world number 1. Let's see if she can answer here. Door open.
A great performance this morning.
Flawless this morning. love that golf swing. Coming off a loss at the 6 to go 2 down. See if they can get it right back here at 7. That's going to come off that hill and leave a really good look at birdie. So she did her part here. Let's see if Cowan can come up there and bury that putt.
They have trailed the entire match. Earlier at 16, this is Veronika Kedornieva.
Oh, nice.
So good.
I said she was looking for her first point. She has a half point. I'm in her first full point.
Right. All right, so Polkeider has this for par while the Americans have a birdie putt still.
And they will shake, or not shake, they'll move on to 17 and be 2 down. I would imagine that would be conceded.
Well, not yet. Bailey Shoemaker, they're going to make her putt. And
no, I think he said it was good.
Oh, they did say it's
She's
good?
just
Okay.
hitting it for practice, but you can pretty much guarantee you're going to have 2 putts or less from there.
So 2 up with 2 to play for the Americans in match number 5. Internationals leading by 2, 14-12. The Americans have guaranteed themselves at least a half a point in match number 5, but they're trailing in match 3 and they're trailing in match 6. At the 17th in match number 3, Jasmine Koo has this birdie putt to extend the match.
Can she do it again? Oh, right in the middle, short. And
Lauren Kim, Connor Graham will win. Lauren Kim is now 3-0 so far.
Yep.
The Texas Longhorn match number 8. How about this? Mackenzie Lee and Connor Williams.
Yeah, I think they can shake hands.
Wow.
That is a stomping right there. Well played.
So the Americans put a point on the board there with the combination of Mackenzie Lee and Connor Williams. Now 15-13, the international team leading. Three matches are tied. Americans lead in 2, internationals lead in 2. Just looking at some of these, the Americans have guaranteed themselves at least a half a point with Shoemaker and Modleski.
Yeah, and Marine and Cannon are 2 up with 3 to play, so looks like that could be a trade right there with those 2. But these 3 matches tied, and one of the matches, match 6, that one's only 1 up, and it's got 5 to play. So that one's going to be pivotal there, match number 6.
And match number 5, this is Milan Potgeider playing his second, teamed up with Veronika Kedronova.
Yeah, they're 2 down with 2 to play, so got to get something to happen here, and that is a beautiful position to play from, and that is how you do it right there. Flag high on the correct side. Don't want to mess with left of this pin. Don't see a U.S. ball up there, so they could be. Oh, there it is.
There it is, yep.
Okay, they're fine. So they've got a chance, though.
That's one of those where you have to force the hand of the internationals, make them make that birdie putt.
Sure.
And if they do, you say, okay,
yep,
we'll play another hole.
Do have several key matches tied right now. It's going to be nail biter time here in the next hour and a half for sure.
I'm curious to see what lines up for tomorrow with the singles matches.
Yeah, I guarantee you we're going to see Harry Takis out early, and I think you've got some players that you really think you can count on. Oh, they needed that one there. We saw that great shot in there from Kiara Romero.
That putt is conceded. So now the Americans have to hope that George Cannon will miss this putt.
And then their only hope is to get a half a point. Still an opportunity to get a full point.
I beg your pardon, that's going to be Maria Jose Marine for the putt. To stay 2 up and go dormant.
And again, you like her chances with her ability to handle pressure.
You mean winning the NWA?
Yes.
Tying for 8th at the U.S. Women's Open is
those are pretty
pressure?
good. Those are pretty good resume enhancements. There you go. So they're assured a half a point.
For Ryder Cowan, coming off that high at the U.S. Open, he's in danger of potentially going 0-3.
Yeah. Well, this will win the match right here for Shoemaker. And did exactly what she needed to do. You'd like to get it to the hole, but it's Fine, that's the concession par. Now it's in your hands. Kedranova's got to make this putt.
At the 16th, match number 7, Daniel Bennett plays at Texas from South Africa. 2 down to Megan Propek and Jack Turner.
That looked to be a slight pull. Yep.
Got away with it.
That's fine and getting better and better. Now let's see if Jack Turner can answer. 2 up, 3 to play. Just
Kedrionova needs this putt to extend the match.
And she does it.
She's got it.
Wow. Another one of those moments you draw on. That is great stuff.
Veronika Kedrionova forces an 18th hole. And now back at 16, Jack Turner with a 2-up lead. Daniel Bennett put it in pretty tight.
All right, let's see if the Florida Gator can answer here. A lot of players missing this right. You saw the effect of that slope. If you can get it over that second left bunker, playing 179. Trying to hit a cut, it looks like. He says go. And it needed to.
In that bunker.
Ooh, that's a fast bunker shot.
Some opportunities for the Americans to close the door late in these matches, unable to do so.
Yep.
And now we'll have to see what ultimately happens. Match number 5 is going to the 18th. 2-point lead for the Internationals. At the 8th, 2 up are the Internationals here. And now Kiara Romero, the #1 amateur in women's golf, needs a clutch shot here.
It was interesting, guys, watching the strategy off this hole. This is a very challenging fairway to hit, very narrow with a crosswind. The international team laid up with an iron to what I think was the perfect place, widest part of the fairway. One of the few balls I've seen stay in the fairway on this hole. But Cowan absolutely bombed his tee shot and is on the walking path that goes to the 9th tee, and Romero has a pretty straightforward, I would say 40, 45 yard pitch right up the gut back into the wind.
Something you noticed yesterday, kind of like Chris Gotterup, does not Velcro the glove.
Doesn't Velcro the glove. That may be a new trend. If I could swing like her, I wouldn't Velcro my glove. Looked to get under that. It looked like it rode up the face, and you know, it didn't drive in there the way she needed for that to release. Pretty poor shot right there for her.
At the 7th, match number 6, Patience Rhodes playing alongside Tim Wiedemeyer, 2 up against Amelie Beauchatone and Jonathan McEwen.
And that's fine. That's a makeable. It's fast, but he'll putt that. Now you got to step up here and hit a shot.
Well, we saw Amelie Beauchatone step up and make a big putt earlier today.
Division II player out of Wingate. Love to see that. Won the NCAA Division II, as you can see there, individual champion. What this will do for her confidence this week alone, but if she can come through here and stuff it in there close and give McEwen a good look at birdie, get back in this match. There are 3 holes left, 2 down. Good looking swing. Is it moving too far right? Oh, up on top of the hill. She hit it too good. Oh, that's going to leave an uphill battle for them. Yeah, I think this is a must make right here.
Yeah, he's putting up and over this ridge.
Hadn't seen anybody read that putt right from down there. And that likely is going to end this match.
Drip, the greens are tricky to read out here. Lots of slope, a general slope back to front, but then these ridges and knobs that cut through the greens are just challenging.
Yeah, it is a challenge, and throw in the wind too, Olin, and you got a puzzle to try to figure out.
You certainly do, certainly do. Now, international team has a similar putt, putting up over the ridge. He should have gone to school on riders there.
Yeah, and all he's got to do is 2-putt here, so still go ahead and try to make it, but no sweat on the second putt, and you're all done. It might be a little more sweat than you want. I think we're going to see a couple more putts.
I like seeing teams make other guys putt. I'm all for it.
I don't disagree, especially in this situation. I mean, to get to win the match.
Absolutely, got to make them make it.
And sometimes it'll get in their head, right, Justin? It'll
no doubt.
Yeah, you get like, hey, why aren't you giving me this putt? And you get out of your routine, and then you miss a makeable 3-footer.
Well, this
has to
certainly
go.
a must make.
Yeah. Well, you would think this should not be a problem for her. And you think Maria's not going to have a problem either. But again, like Olin said, to win the match, I've missed them this length before. You never have, though, have you, Justin?
I was going to say, I think everybody has missed them at this length before.
Certainly.
Even great putters miss short putts. That's what a caddy of mine used to tell me.
To win the match.
Yeah, it's over.
Maria Jose Marin and George Cannon able to take down Kiara Romero and Ryder Cowan 2-1. Ryder Cowan is now 0-3 here at the Arnold Palmer Cup. And it's now a 3-point lead for the internationals. Match number 7, Maria-Leen Matson. 2 putts to win the hole, so they'll pick that one up. And now the internationals 1 down with 2 to play against Megan Propek and Jack Turner. Earlier at the 7th, Jonathan McEwen has to come down that slope.
Got to get it just over it. He does now. Is it on the right line? Boy, is that a good putt. Man, he made that look a lot easier than it was.
Patience Rhodes picks it up. Rhodes and Wiedemeyer 2 up right now.
A couple of these American leads that they had, they're definitely not safe. And I mean, we've seen a couple of them here that could switch even to the international side. So important here.
Patience Rhodes for par.
And she gets it. Now they're 2 up with 2 to play. So, and again, a guaranteed half point for the international. Certainly looks like at this point, Justin, that we've got a decent lead for the internationals heading into singles.
What it's looking like is the first time in the 3 sessions that we've had that we're going to have a fairly large discrepancy in a score. At the 18th, an eagle opportunity.
Okay, well,
Modleski.
that's not dead yet. I mean, that's not in. So, but the internationals do have a birdie putt.
The U.S. up 1 in this match. We saw Veronika Kedrenova make a huge birdie putt at the last hole to extend it to 18. And she has another putt here to force Bailey Shoemaker to make her putt to get the win.
Yeah, absolutely. But hat tip for Bailey Shoemaker for hitting a shot in here where she did, right behind the hole. And gave Modleski a good look at eagle. You certainly think if this one doesn't go, they'll be shaking hands. And a very, at this time, important point, full point for the USA.
Can Kedrenova do it 2 holes in a row?
No. Good effort, though. And I think we're got a point here for the U.S. That's important right now. U.S. is ahead in a few matches. They're going to need those full points. They can't afford to give up half points.
Those are their first full points of the event for both Bailey Shoemaker and Jacob Modleski. Both came in 0-2 and 0. They get a win right there. Narrows the gap 16-14.
Keep in mind there's 36 points available, so there's still 6 points out to get. And the U.S. needs a couple of these.
This is match number 6. Patience Rhodes, Tim Wiedemeyer, 2 up against Amelie Beauchatone and Jonathan McEwen. The internationals have guaranteed themselves at least a half a point in this match. Patience Rhodes, the Big 12 golfer of the year from Arizona State. She was 4-1 at the Curtis Cup.
Yeah. A real bright light for the GB&I team.
Guys, she's looking at about 60, 65 yards out of the hay over here on the right side. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, didn't get quite over that ridge though, so does have to putt up and over that ridge. Not the easiest putt, but being 2 up, that's just fine. Now that puts the pressure, makes the U.S. have to go for it here.
It'll be Amelie Beauchatone. First golfer ever from Wingate to play in the Arnold Palmer Cup. You think about players who have played here. How about this? 24 major wins by players who have played in the Arnold Palmer Cup.
That's amazing. And how many have gone on to play Ryder Cups and Solheim Cups?
46.
There you go.
So when we say you're watching tomorrow's stars,
yeah, you are.
Really are watching them.
And especially today, I mean, these college athletes are so ready to, when they hit the pro level, their talent is just fully executed in short order.
You know, we're seeing it on the men's side. We've seen it on the men's side for a fairly long time. But on the women's side, I think we're about to see it on the LPGA Tour, where you see these collegiate athletes turning pro and having a name to themselves when they turn pro.
Oh, yeah, no question. I mean, look at Lottie Woad, another player who is
Rose Zhang.
Just, I mean, they're right there and they're delivering when they get to the LPGA Tour very quickly. Now, important for her to get this on that level where the hole is.
This is really solid. Maybe going a little left.
She was asking for it to get down.
Oh no! See, now that's why when you have the lead like that, it certainly looks like if that's over the green, that is a really hard up and in.
Just look at this list of people who have played in the Arnold Palmer Cup.
I don't know any of them.
That's just major champions. You also have, like FedEx Cup champions.
Yeah.
It's a nice list.
It is. Bunch of hardware there. And it's just going to continue.
You know what would be really fun to do? If we went back and watched all of them with those players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's always fun to do that. Go back and see, a young Wyndham Clark or young John Rahm.
Young Dustin Johnson.
Yeah. This Madsen here.
At the 17th, match number 7, it is Marie-Aline Madsen.
They're one down, so this is very, very important. This is this is Propek. Very important for them here. They're one up. This is a huge point for the U.S. Gets very fast past the hole, so she protects against that, and that is very nice right there. Good job for Megan. And that'll give Jack Turner a nice look at keeping that 1 point, depending on what the international side does going into 18.
Off the green with the putter.
And we've seen players choose to chip it from up here earlier today, so it's the first time we've seen the putter from here. And it bobbled early. That normally takes speed off of it.
So hard to hit those hard enough.
Absolutely, and that's because it's so fast from where her ball is down to the hole. That's why a lot of players go ahead and take the pitch to take all that bobble out that her ball did coming through that fringe. And this match could be over.
Back at the 8th, this is Jonathan McEwen.
Yeah, and I think well, that goes down the hill. That makes it even more complicated. Looking really strong for the internationals to gain a point here. In that opportunity, you just can't. You gotta hit the shot, but being overly aggressive got it through the wind and put her partner in a pretty bad predicament. Now, absolute dire situation.
Beauchatone. This team of Amelie Beauchatone and Jonathan McEwen. Beauchatone, Division II player. McEwen, a Division III player. They are both 0-1-1 so far. But they've shown some great fight.
Guys, this is a really great match play course. It asks the players to hit some really precise shots, and if you don't pull it off, you pay the price like the American team has here.
It's a great match play course for that reason, and also what we said yesterday, where the finishing stretch of holes on either side, the front or the back, create great opportunities.
Yep, and they all finish with a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5. So each side finishes with the 3 different holes. So it's fantastic. This absolutely have even the smallest of chances must go in. That's a good line right there. That could go in. Boy, she hit a good putt, but yeah, that was. I think they'll hug it out. 17 points now for the International.
A win for Patience Rhodes and Tim Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer gets his first win. Patience Rhodes now 2-0-1. So looking at what we have on the course right now, you've got Probeck and Turner. For the Americans are 1 up with 2 to play. And that's where we are right now. And this is Daniel Bennett. Needs this for par.
Yeah, and this right here could be the match. If it doesn't go in, now the Americans have a chance to close it out. And I tell you what, you got the right guy putting it. I think Jack Turner's learned a lot from previous times in match play situations like this. Like I said, the finals of the Western Amateur a couple of years ago.
He was 3-1 last year at the Arnold Palmer Cup.
Correct. And
3-1 on a losing side.
Yes, but again, he did his part.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah. This is not the easiest putt, but you have the comfort of being 1 up. So it's either do you get a full point or half a point.
And by the way, if he can make this, it becomes 17-15. You have one match that's all square. The next 2, the Americans are leading. So all of a sudden, what we thought could be a huge lead for the internationals, we could end up tied again.
It is amazing. The ebbs and flows of this, how these leaderboards look throughout the day.
Turner to win this match.
No. They go on now. This is at least a half a point, though.
United States team 5. United States team is 1 up.
They will head to 18.
And remember, the guys will hit the tee shot there, so they can put it down in that fairway far enough.
It's 17-14 at the moment. The internationals leading, but a lot still left on the golf course. A lot of green right there for the internationals. Remember, it was 12.5, 11.5 after the morning session today. The internationals right now leading by 3. But look at what we have here on the second page. You have an opportunity for the Americans up in 3 of the matches. All right, get our first look at match 11. This is Farah O'Keefe and Wheaton Ennis against Rhiannon Malixi and Nguyen An Minh.
Huge here for Farah if she can get this putt. What a great putt. Man, she is all around the hole even when she's missing.
Match number 10 at the 8th. Chloe Kovaleski.
No. See, now that's going to be putting down a slope to it. Doesn't have to come up and over like the ones we've seen from below.
Now at the 16th, this is Rhiannon Malixi, who's been so good so far. Rhiannon Malixi and Nguyen An Minh, they're combined 4-0.
Well, they're going to be 2 down with 2 to play. So the best they can hope for is a half a point.
Rhiannon Malixi, the freshman of the year at Duke. I don't know if this is any good or not, but when you win the girls' junior and the women's amateur in the same year,
that's unheard of. You know, you look at what Mason Howell did last year, being medalist at the junior. No, or Tyler Watts was, I think. But anyway, he had a run at the junior amateur, but won the amateur as well, the U.S. amateur. So it's so hard to do. That's a lot of efficient match play right there, winning both those events.
Oh, and by the way, first team All-American.
Oh, yeah. No surprise there. That's Silchenko, sorry.
Marta Silchenko from Latvia, first golfer from Latvia to play in this Arnold Palmer Cup.
Have you ever had Latvian food?
I've not. I have friends who are from Latvia.
It's delicious.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Give me an example of
grilled sausages. It's kind of like a Mediterranean meets Polish crossover. They've got like veal dips. They've got a lot of meat, but there's a lot of the vegetables and olives and things that you get in Mediterranean, like Greek cuisine. It is absolutely delicious.
What would you say is the best European cuisine?
I'm partial because I'm a cook. I like Italian food.
Okay.
But I like them all. They're all great in their own way, but I've got to lean towards the wonderful country of Italy.
Max Herendeen.
They need
Fighting Illini.
Yeah, they need to hold on to this here. This is an important point for the U.S. here. I know I'm saying that a lot.
Speed is everything on this putt, guys.
That's carrying some speed.
Oh, that's going to be pretty good. That's really good. It's so easy to run that another 5 feet by from there.
At the 18th, Marie-Aline Madsen playing her second.
And as I said, it's really important for the guys to find the fairway because the girls just don't have the distance to get it there. That's a shank.
That just went straight right.
Straight right. So, you know, if the guys are in that situation, they might be able to have the strength to get that ball more, you know, and the distance to get it up around the green, but a tough ask for her there.
How about a tough ask for her caddy? I think he's like 10 years old.
I know. Now let's see what kind of lie Propek has. She would love to have a little bit of a flyer lie here. That way it'll chase up. Going to have somewhere in the 220 range probably to the hole. But if she's got a decent lie, get it over that pot bunker that you see immediately in front of her there and just let it chase up.
Does the previous shot by Madsen play into this decision?
I don't think so, because you're still, I think no matter what, you're trying to get it up around that green. But it does give you a little more freedom. I think she was just laying up there, getting it over that bunker. Yep, down there short. I think even if it's in the bunker there, that's fine.
Propek and Turner trying to get a much-needed point for the U.S. to close the gap to 2.
Oh,
18th.
Luke Poulter. What a shot coming up.
That's Daniel Bennett.
Daniel Bennett, I'm sorry. Luke Poulter's in the group behind. But that was a heck of a shot from Bennett.
Really was. Doing everything he can to try to get a half a point.
Yeah, they're one down, so let's see what Jack Turner's got. Even if he's in that bunker, as long as he's not against the lip, it's fine.
This is Chloe Kovaleski.
Oh, no. A 3-putt there when they were 1 up. Now they got a par putt to go to the last hole even. Boy, oh, boy, that's late mess up by the U.S. after capturing the 7th. A lot of these matches really tight here at the end.
Up to the 7th match at 18. This is Jack Turner.
There you
Puts
go.
it nice and tight.
I think that'll be it right there. That's a conceded, and they'll concede the other putt, and it'll be a win for the U.S. Important point there. That, especially now with the Kovaleski-Herendeen match being all tied,
well,
given this goes in, which I am already giving that to her, because that means that's going to, they're going to the 9th all tied.
So the handshakes and the win for the Americans. Megan Propek, Jack Turner make it 17-15 after a 1-up victory. And the teammates come out to give hugs and high fives.
Great bunker shot by Jack Turner there. That's touch of class. This is Anna Davis.
This is match number 9. Anna Davis for birdie. So the international team does have a putt here for par to tie the hole.
But a lengthy one. So this is important. Again, all these matches really tight coming down here to the end.
All square here on the 17th. And this is Luke Poulter. If he misses, the Americans are guaranteed a half a point. If he makes, the full point is up for grabs at the 18th. Luke Poulter, he's 0-1-1 so far. The team of Anna Davis and Caden Pope, they're combined 4-0.
Hard putt to get the speed right.
Had to get it there. Gave it a try. So the Americans will go 1 up heading to 18. They've guaranteed at least a half a point.
And with O'Keefe and Ennis right behind them, match 11 at 2 up with 2 to play. It looks like we're going to have another right here, neck and neck.
And then you've got Francisco and Shields Donegan. They're dormant. 2 up with 2 to play. Welcome back to the 30th playing of the Arnold Palmer Cup. Proudly supported by Rolex, Justin Kutcher, Trip Eisenhower, Olin Brown Jr. This is the afternoon session. And shockingly, once again, it's tight.
It's looking neck and neck. This is what you want, though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I would love for this to be this tight tomorrow, coming down to one or two key matches to decide the Palmer Cup. I'm predicting that's what's going to happen.
Last year, it was a 35-25 win by the Internationals as they won at Congaree. The last time the Internationals went back-to-back was 2019 and 2020.
Well, it could go either way right now. The way everybody's playing, they're playing some good golf, too. That's what you want to see.
Earlier at the 17th, this is Wheaton Ennis playing with Farrah O'Keefe. 2 up. They're dormant.
And a great spot to come in from. That's back left hole location. And that is exactly what you do when you're 2 up with 2 to play. You got Farrah O'Keefe putting that. You know she's going to be around the hole. Put the pressure firmly on Maliksi and Nguyen on Min.
And Maliksi and On Min in danger of losing their first matches respectively. Both are
they've been
2-0.
tough. Yeah, they have been tough as nails.
It's fun to look at the scores and just see the ebbs and flows of, you know, is there been total domination in one match versus another? And this O'Keefe-Ennis pairing, they've never trailed.
No, they haven't.
This match today.
And they won't trail. They won't. And they've been as much as 3 up. But, again, yes, there have been some blowouts, but they've been rare. A lot of these matches are going to 9 and 18.
Including Davis, Pope, and Borovilos and Poulter.
Yeah, they head to 18, but with the Americans in control there. Anna Davis has just been rock solid, hasn't she?
2-0-0. Playing in her 3rd Arnold Palmer Cup.
Really important for the men that are hitting that tee shot on 18. If they can get it in the fairway, like I said, because if the ladies are in the rough, unless they've got just a jumper, fly, or lie, it's tough for them to get the ball up, you know, around that green. But in the fairway, they got no problem.
Farrah O'Keefe at the 17th for birdie. If she makes it, the U.S. wins this match.
Very fast putt. The last half of it from right there down. Extremely fast. How about O'Keefe?
Got it. And that's the win for the U.S. What a putt by Farrah O'Keefe.
She makes bird calls, but that was the ultimate birdie right there. Close it out 3-1.
It is now 17-16. It doesn't get much closer. Look at that. Each team leads in one, and one match is tied. Kovaleski, Herendeen against Silchenko and Buchanan. Match number 10.
Now this is a much better spot to be than down below over being flag high, because she's coming across this slope and it'll be breaking to the left to right. So there she'll go up over the slope and down to the right, and again doesn't have to worry about hitting up into the slope as much. And there you can see the benefit of being right there.
Marta Silchenko, a nice job right there. Remember, this match is all square.
All square. This is going to be a pivotal one right here. It could go any way, which way, but
Chloe Kovaleski.
Let's see what she can do after a little misstep on the last hole. Pretty easy chip.
Does it
go in? Oh my. Well, that at least secures a half a point. They cannot lose a point. Well done right there.
Jack Buchanan has this putt to tie the match and get a half a point for each team.
I'm not so sure about aim pointing a 2-footer, but I've seen it done. I just don't know the benefit you're getting.
I think the best was it Minwoo Lee when he had like a 1-footer and he gets up there to aim point just to joke around and everyone starts cracking up.
Yeah, there can't be a lot of slope there. There just can't be.
No, what they're dealing with, guys, is a little bit of an optical illusion. This green slopes pretty significantly back to front, but where that pin is located, it's at the top of the first shelf on the green, so there's a false front short of this shelf, and then it levels out and almost tilts toward the back of the green. So I think they're just trying to figure out exactly what this does. It's one of those that looks like it wants to go left to right, but probably feels pretty straight when they aim point it.
Got to be fairly firm with this, no?
Yeah. But you can overcomplicate things pretty easy. That's a straight in 2-footer. Knock in the back of the hole and move on. And there you go. And if things stay the way that they are, with the leading, we're going to be 17 and a half, 18 and a half. That's just remarkable. But that could change. But the minimum the U.S. is going to have is 17, and the minimum the international is going to have is 18. Minimum.
2 matches still on the golf course. Match number 9 and match number 12. That's it. The U.S. leads 1 up with 1 to play in match number 9. The internationals lead 2 up with 2 to play. at the 8th. Niall Shields-Donegan here for bogey.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's go over to the 18th. Luke Poulter has this putt for eagle, needs to make it.
Keep in mind the U.S. has an eagle putt as well. Oh.
Great effort.
Good effort on his last 2 putts.
And that putt is conceded, so the Americans will get the point there.
That's going to be 17 and a half, 17 and a half. And now this is Weed for par. So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh my gosh. That will go to the final hole with the Americans down 1. And we are all tied at 17 and a half. Wow. You look at these scores and the matches and what has taken place. What's amazing to me is that after the first session yesterday, it was 6-6. The second session, first one this morning, was 6.5, 5.5 in favor of the internationals. Here we are now with 1 match remaining on the golf course, and we're tied at 17.5.
And a real possibility of it being 18-18.
Yes.
Very real.
With 24 singles matches tomorrow.
This is going to be just, I hope it's this close tomorrow, neck and neck. Couple of the anchor matches carrying the weight. That's what you want to see, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, what could be better? And
hats off to this venue. I mean, we talk about it being a great match play course, but the fact that both nines in with a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5 that are reachable. And again, this is important for the ball to be in the fairway here to get there. It depends on the lie.
This is Avery Weed.
Remember, they're 1 down. So
that was actually their 3rd
hey guys,
shot.
They hit a foul ball to the right. There was a little bit of a ball search and chipped it, I believe, across the fairway. So that was her 3rd.
Okay, so Jennings, they found the ball. He chipped it across the fairway. So if this is the 2nd for Shields-Donegan, this is, well, you think huge advantage for them. And they could get the full point.
I don't even think you have to. Yeah.
Second shot here for Shields-Donegan, and really because of the situation, he doesn't have to force it.
No, he doesn't at all. I mean, birdie's going to win the hole. Par may even win the hole.
Truthfully, guys, though, there isn't really anywhere to miss it on this hole. If you miss it, if you play left of the pin, which is really the right play, it'll roll off the green. If you play right, that bunker is no cup of tea.
Yeah, but being 1 up and this being the 2nd shot, there's a wide margin for error, especially they've got a hard up and down just to make a par. And we really hadn't seen anybody. We hadn't seen anybody get up and down from where they are. So there's the smile from Shields Donegan.
Playing once again with Paula Francisco. Trying to hand William Jennings his first loss of this Arnold Palmer Cup.
Well, he'll be chipping, so he has a chance to chip it in. But we've seen players choose the putter down there, and a bit puzzling. We'll see what Jennings does.
You know what's been fun as we watch these two walk down the fairway is how many smiles we've seen from the players.
Why wouldn't you be smiling?
Well, I mean, there's the competition, right? You want to win. All these people are so competitive, and you're playing for your country. You're playing for your team. But to see them all have so much fun, even after a match, when they embrace each other.
Well, it's the spirit of the Palmer Cup, and that's what Mr. Palmer started this for. That reason is the camaraderie, all the things that he stood for in competition. Compete as hard as you can, have fun doing it, shake their hand, and give them a well done or whatever after. That was the spirit that he embodied.
Well, looking at the ball right here, there's no chance that William Jennings can putt.
No, he'll have to pitch this.
Guys, he's got a good lie. I think he can take most of this hill out of play and hit just a very basic, normal pitch shot with some spin. I think he should be trying to hold this.
Well, yeah, if he holds it, the dynamic of this match changes dramatically, because right now the pendulum's fully on the international side. It's got to go. Well, now you're the internationals. Boy, you can play really safe. That was a poor effort.
It'll be a bunker shot here for Paula Francisco.
I would think anything on the green is a good shot at this point, guys.
Yeah, just get a little dump and splash here and just get it rolling and get this match under your belt. Kind of like that. That's fine.
That is not stopping, guys.
No, that's not. I'm surprised. I thought that was going to have more check on it. Well, well, well.
It's not over yet.
Here we go.
This green is really challenging with that cross breeze where the pin is. There's really not anywhere to play it.
Do you think he should have been better off playing up into the green, Olin, and just giving a 30-footer from up above?
Yeah, I mean, there's a significant downslope in between her and the pin from where she was. It's a little right of where she was, but there's still enough of it to kick the ball. If it's not spun perfectly, this is the result. Downwind, we've seen so many shots when they get going downwind on these slopes, they do not stop. So yeah, something to the right maybe would have been the better play, but then she's leaving her partner with a challenging two-putt. So very challenging hole location. I expect to see people play a little better shots from left. That seems to me to be the miss.
Well, Olin, now we see Shields Donegan with the putter. We've seen a lot of players with the putter not able to get it all the way even near the hole.
Yeah, the best we've seen is like 15 feet or 12 feet short.
Yeah, I know. It's the surrounds are, the grass is growing into the players and the slopes are significant. It's hard to get yourself to hit it as hard as you need to.
Now the fourth shot.
And again, that's what we see time and time again. That's exactly where we've seen everybody hit it from down there. Now it's two lengthy par putts. And we could have another half point here.
No, let's not.
Oh, they're one up, so they would get the full point. But again, if we were to somehow make this, here we go.
Avery Weed, first team All-American this past year. At the Curtis Cup was 2-2.
Now we've seen some players putt from this angle today. This putt tends to, I think it looks like it wants to go to the right. Players have missed it left. It's much straighter, almost tries to go to their left coming up the hill.
Yeah, most everybody we've seen putt it has missed it left, Olin.
Yeah, it's just in kind of a funny spot. The green slopes severely, not severely, but significantly back to front. And there's this shelf here in the middle of the green where this pin is located. And it's just a bit of an optical illusion.
Trying to pick out the spot.
Where she was standing, aim pointing it, I think is where the right to left break of this putt is.
Good roll.
No, that's not in.
But for her, she had to
They may concede here. I don't know. They had to make that, but being one down, there may be a. No, they'll see it.
Yeah, I like it. Make her putt it and see what happens.
Two putts to win.
And she only needs one. Yep.
Paula Francisco, Niles Shields Donegan pick up the full point for the international squad. And they will take a 1-point lead into singles. Guess what we had here in the afternoon session? Even.
Exactly. You know, it's 6-6 basically. That's what we had. So, and it was ebbed and flowed. It looked like the international's going to be way ahead, and the USA's come through in a big way.
Everyone there on the green. The internationals will take that 1-point lead into Sunday for the singles matches. We'll wait to see the pairings.
I got a feeling we're going to see some anchor matches that are going to be very, very important. So we'll see how the captains stack up their lineups. But you got to put some power out up front, and then you got to have your stalwarts, your ones you can count on in the back. And the level of play has just been remarkable all week.
The international squad looks very happy with where they are right now. The American squad looks more reserved, but this could just be them coming together saying, all right, let's go.
Well, they did very well today.
Yeah.
I mean, they held their own. There were, you know, very few times where they, you know, didn't perform the way they wanted, so you got to give them full credit.
The Arnold Palmer Cup is proudly supported by Rolex, the official timepiece of the Arnold Palmer Cup, and by Nike, the official footwear, apparel, and headwear provider here at the Arnold Palmer Cup. We'll be back to wrap things up here from day number 2 of the Arnold Palmer Cup at Tralee Golf Links. The U.S. team huddling together. And Trip, when you look at the 3 sessions we've had so far, the first session, 6-6.
Yep.
Second session, 6.5, 5.5. Third session, 6-6. That's remarkable.
Really. And tomorrow, we could have 12-12.
We could.
I mean, seriously, we could. I would not be surprised at all. This has been ebbed and flowed. The level of play, as I said, the golf course, every bit of this competition has been what you want in a team competition. Mr. Palmer is smiling for sure.
No doubt about it. It's funny. He designed the course in 1984 before there was ever even a thought of the Arnold Palmer Cup. And as you said, between 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, such great finishes for match play.
It is, absolutely. And it's just delivered every single round of matches we've had. I'm confident tomorrow is going to be exactly the same record we've been playing. And it's going to be epic to watch this one come down to the end. It's going to be nail-biting time for both sides.
And as far as tomorrow is concerned, let's not forget, it all kicks off at 5 a.m. Eastern time. That's when the singles matches begin. 24 of them. It might be July 4th, but I am not going in that water if I am in Ireland right now. In the States, absolutely. Happy July 4th. Happy birthday, America, number 250. The Arnold Palmer Cup will resume tomorrow morning. For Trip Eisenhower, Olin Brown Jr., I'm Justin Kutcher saying so long and happy 4th.